Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Earlier today, there was a very heated political debate in Parliament. During the debate, John Mbadi, ODM party chairman, and Sigowet Soil member of Parliament, Bernard Koros, had some differences. After which John Mbadi was suspended from Parliament for 5 sittings. And Babu Owino, taking to his social media accounts, had a very hilarious post about exactly what happened or what transpired between these 2 members of Parliament. Babu Owino. Honorable Mbadi did not punch Koros. It is Koros' face that moved towards Honorable Mbadi's face. That's Babu Owino's post, trying to explain what might have happened between Mbadi and Koros. And Kenyans had varied opinions on this. There are those supporting Babu Owino and those castigating Babu Owino. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to hear John Mbadi explain exactly what happened, after which we are going to hear Bernard Koros' side of the story, after which, as usual, we are going to analyze to see exactly where the truth really lies. Listen into this.
The speaker is purporting that, Standing Order 107 allows me to leave the chambers, and he has even 5 days. It doesn't matter, that is okay. But you see, usually when a matter is raised in the House with regards to the conduct of a member, the rule of natural justice dictates that you allow or you give that member time to explain himself or herself, because you can't just make a unilateral decision. But I know, having known that these members of the other side, the Tangatanga wing, just wanted to disrupt the proceedings, I've decided to take it in its stride and leave the chamber so that we don't stop the bill from being processed further. I know we still have more or majority members in the House, even in my absence, but it was wrong for the Speaker to make unilateral decision to suspend me from sittings of the House, and even 5 sittings. That is not allowed. You need to go through a process to allow the 5 sittings. For a member to be suspended for more than 1 sitting. But now you see what happened prior to this was something that I think the honorable member Koros, I think that is his name. I only know of one name. Some of these people don't even come to the House. You only get to know them when there's something like this. So now this member wanted to vote for a member who was absent, and he had been advised not to do that by the clerk. Our agent protested. I was right there. Even the chairman himself told him that cannot happen. Then when I asked him to leave because we were running out of time, then the honorable member charges at me, and in the process he bites my finger, and you can see there's blood all over the place. So what am I to do? Do I just sit there and watch as he bites my finger? So even if he received something back in terms of defense, that's okay. But the Speaker ought to have allowed me to explain what happened and the infringement from the other side, which he did not. But anyway, he has already made a ruling, and I didn't want to stop the proceedings of Parliament. The bill must be passed today. So I've allowed my other members to continue. I know they have the numbers, even though the general is out, but the deputy general will take charge.
Yes, that's John Mbadi trying to explain what happened between him and Bernard Koros. So let's hear Koros' side of the story that actually led to Mbadi's suspension from Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I've been attacked in this house by the master of violence in this house, Mr. Speaker. Now I can't see, I can't vote. I have a right to vote in this house, Mr. Speaker. We cannot accept to be injured a national house like this, Mr. Speaker. This can happen here. This can happen, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. That's John Mbadi and Bernard Koros, each trying to explain his side of the story. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to find, or rather to see, where actually the truth really lies. That's our analysis and discussion today. So if in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Where does the truth lie in this case? From Mbadi's story, Mbadi is trying to say that this member of parliament wanted to vote for a member of parliament who was not in the house. So when actually Mbadi tried to inquire or actually to ask this member of parliament why he was doing that, this member of parliament became violent and surged towards John Mbadi. And actually you've seen Mbadi showing his finger that was bitten by this member of parliament. And Mbadi is also saying that he had to defend himself, and maybe found himself punching this member of parliament on the face. Yes. Listening to Bernard Koros talk, Bernard Koros is not even explaining what might have happened, but it's just being, we are seeing is being escorted, or rather is being given some steam by the likes of Kimani Ngunjiri. And we know Kimani Ngunjiri is the biggest inciter we have today in Kenya, Bahati member of parliament. So Bernard Koros actually is not even explaining what happened, but we are just seeing him calling some people who are renowned for violence, such kind of things. So in my considered opinion, to be fair to both sides, from where I sit, I tend to believe that these two leaders were involved in some kind of a fist fight. These two members of parliament were fighting. The right thing the speaker ought to have done was maybe to listen to both sides. Or if maybe could not listen to both sides, at least if it was to suspend some members of parliament, or rather if it was to suspend, then he ought to have suspended all these two leaders. He ought to have suspended Mbadi and also Koros. But suspending one member of parliament, leaving the other out, that to me, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to believe and feel the speaker might have made a blunder. The speaker added there. Having said that again, if you look at Tanga brand of politics, and even before the debate started, it was very, very clear that Tanga wanted to cause some chaos in parliament today. And this member of parliament, Bernard Koros, I know he might have been the agents who are to be used to cause those chaos in parliament. So from where I sit again, I might be tempted to conclude that in the recent days, Tanga are appearing disparate. And they are using all tactics and means to paint a picture that actually they are the victims. While if you look at it objectively, Tanga are not actually victims, but actually they are coming out as the aggressors. In parliament today, for those who watched the live proceedings, it was very clear that the aggressors in parliament today were the Tanga order. And they were becoming violent because naturally, or rather as things stood today in parliament, they had enough numbers to defeat or beat Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Amolo Odinga camp. So what they wanted to use was to cause violence in parliament today. And that's exactly what they caused in parliament. And now, having caused all those chaos, they want again to paint themselves as the victims, those who have been wronged. While the truth of the matter is, they were the aggressors. And largely, we have also seen that with Dennis Itumbi. You know, for some months and weeks, Dennis Itumbi has been attacking and calling some people names. Attacking and calling some people Lamada, I don't know, thieves, things like that. But now when Dennis Itumbi is faced with a situation or a challenge, we are seeing Tanga coming out very boldly to defend Dennis Itumbi. But when actually Dennis Itumbi is calling people names, we are not seeing Tanga actually calling Dennis Itumbi to order. That's exactly, according to my opinion, what might have transpired in Parliament today. This member of Parliament, Bernard Koros, might have started a war he could not be able to finish. He started the war maybe with the wrong type of a person, or he started war with a wrong person. Yes. So after starting the war he could not finish, he goes to the speaker to cry that actually somebody has assaulted him. While if you look at the sequence of events, these Tanga members of Parliament, these Tanga leaders were very, very arrogant, very abusive, and actually they were very violent in Parliament today. So from where I sit, the speaker made a blunder. The speaker erred in only suspending one member of Parliament, because it's very clear that these two members of Parliament were engaged in some kind of a fist fight. They were fighting. They ought to have been, the speaker ought to have suspended these two members of Parliament. Because from where I sit, I tend to believe that as an elected leader, you are to act as an example, as a role model. An elected member of Parliament, you should use your brain, not your fist. That is actually what the speaker ought to have done. The speaker ought to have suspended these two members of Parliament, not only suspending one member of Parliament. The speaker made a blunder. Having said all that, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you once more that if you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to those who are watching us outside Kenya, and you are watching us for the very first time, drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here by constantly giving our videos likes, constantly dropping your comments. God bless you. God bless Kenya. And to any other person, that's the kind of analysis we do here. We don't beat about the bush. We hit the nail straight on the head. We call things as they are without fear or any favor of anybody. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.